Round 11 of the MotoGP World Championship is back at the Red Bull Ring again for another Spielberg Classic.
New team, new bike, but a tough season so far. Pol Espargaro will be hoping his fortunes improve in the second half of the season. Can the Spaniard upset the odds in Spielberg this weekend?
Oh dear, here. What's happening to the pace at the front of this race? The rain is falling now. Oh, they're all coming in! Apart from Binder! Binder's gone for it!
So we are here in Aragon circuit because it's time to go back on racing in a very few days and to start the second part of the season after the summer break, and we need to warm the body. I have come here in Motorland in Aragon. It's a place where it's super hot, so it's quite physical, and it's a place also that we need to come here on the second part of the season, so it's going to help me to just refresh a little the memories I have of this track, so it's gonna be very good. So let's go! Every single rider, they have a different way of training, different mentality of how approaching the race weekends or how they took the physical preparations, and my one is just stay as maximum time as possible on the bike. The bad part of our sport is that we cannot practice it when we want. We need such a lot of people, the full team, the full MotoGP bike, which it costs a lot of money, and for that reason the riders, we need to prepare our bikes at home and do our kind of training program. And my one is just stay as maximum time as possible on the bike. The tests are super important, especially when the things are not working as you want. And you need it to improve the bike, to improve yourself. When you go to the new team, new bike, you need laps to know that for the knowledge of the bike and everything. So testing are super important.
Pol, first is super worker. We go even 100 laps a day, and he is destroyed. And if we need to have one more run, he accepts always. Then he's super worker. He has good feeling with the bikes. Of course, it's a new bike for him, and it's not easy, but always is positive, and he tries to keep always the best. When we try some new items, he tries to push to maximum and see always the positive and negative.
Es para dar una moto. Era marinera. It's a special GP. I've been the past 4 years in Austrian team, and I get super close to these people, to this circuit, and to their fans. Actually, I had not the best luck here in the past years, but anyway, when you come here, you see the atmosphere, and normally the stands are full. The people likes to go camper, likes to come with the motorbike, and this is something very pure style. You can feel them, and especially when they are pumped, because you know, someone they like it's winning. You can see it fully in orange flags. It's a special atmosphere.
How many speeding tickets did you get in your life? Because you're a fast rider, so you might get speeding tickets as well.
Yeah, right. Too many. Lore y Luis, os mando un fuerte saludo aquí desde Austria. Un beso enorme. Adiós. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Thank you. Well, last weekend didn't went as planned. We had a problem on the qualifying.
And of course, Pol Espargaro is also fighting. He's just up behind. You know he's going to give nothing short of 100% Pol Espargaro.
I needed to use an extra tire more than the others, and then on the race we were playing to do not see the red flag, and with the restart the race we didn't have an extra tire as the others, and we were struggling during all the race.
When we use the medium tire in the qualifying, and then in the race we need to use the same tire for the both races, and yeah, the tire doesn't work like if it's new. I mean, it was common problem.
Miguel Oliveira, is he just not got enough?
That's a real shame.
That's why I say for this weekend the strategy on the tires is super important. We need to keep a backup in case of red flag, because here it's very used to and very easy. So yeah, definitely we are set for a better weekend.
We're back at the Red Bull Ring for our second race here after the Grand Prix of Styria 5 days ago. Fans are back. Much to discuss on Free Practice Friday. It's the Grand Prix of Austria.
The pit crew is something very important. They need to be the best in the world as a mechanics, but actually I prefer, for sure, good humans. It's important that to have a good humans inside the pit box, because at the end it's your second family. I think I spend more time with them than with my fathers. This means you need to have an amazing relationship in between us. So the relationship needs to be very strong, and I would say they are part of my family. Working with Ramon is good. He's living close from my home. We share culture, we share language, and this is something unique. We understand each other very good, and this is something I really appreciate.
With Pol is easy work. When you have the good confidence, you are open to her and to say whatever you need. I mean, always I need to say the truth. If there is some mistake, he need to know. If he makes some wrong, I tell him. I mean, Pol, you did this one in the wrong way, or I think this is not the way. Anyway, it's Latin people, and then the emotion is always outside, no? And then you can see sometimes up, sometimes down, but we are same. Then it's easy to adapt.
We're back at the Red Bull Ring. Races here. It's wet here this afternoon.
Pol Espargaro, this man would just love to find some kind of headway, some direction, some confidence and belief on the Repsol Honda to say it's been hard going in the first half of 2021.
Pol Espargaro here set to move up a couple of places from 7th up into the top 5. As Pol Espargaro there then goes up into 3rd place. The sun is beating down on us here now in Austria with 15 minutes to go.
Well, I think the moment when you start to think about the race, it's already on Friday when you arrive to the racetrack, and well, you start the FP1, you start to plan. Everything you do is for planning for the race. Doesn't matter if you do the pole position or if you are the fastest in all the sessions, if you do a bad race. So everything you do, everything you think when you are on the bike, it's related to the race, so from FP1.
With the circuit in a bowl surrounded by mountains, the weather can change fast, but it's sunny this morning for the Austrian Grand Prix.
Well, to be in HRC for me, it's like, I would say like a dream come true. It can sound like typical, but I've been growing, seeing It's Alex Cribillet, also Mike Duhan winning races wearing these colors. And for me, these colors means a huge responsibility. I've been seeing this bike winning races every weekend almost, and yeah, I want to do it. So that's why I wake up every morning and I train like I train, because I want to reach it.
Welcome back to the Red Bull Ring. It's time for qualifying. Who will start the Austrian GP from pole position?
I mean, even like last week, I expect a lot, because this is one circuit and normally Pol go quite fast. And then we expect to be in the top 5. But, I mean, you need to be realistic. Sometimes you try, and doesn't come. When we need to not give up, keep pushing, and I am convinced that Pol will arrive to the top. I mean, honestly speaking, with Honda it's very difficult to have good one first year. I mean, all the riders we jump to Honda in the end of the second year or in the middle of the second year start to be in the position. But the first year is not natural bike. Then you arrive from another manufacturer and you jump and the bike is yours. But for sure, Pol is super good rider. The bike is good, and just you need to match one to another.
With unpredictable weather, will it stay dry or could we be in for a dash and splash? It's race day in MotoGP. Last week, none of the weather apps predicted the forecast right. It was supposed to rain. It didn't. Guys will know whether the rain is coming. Will one or two towards the back just say, hey, I might actually start the race on softs here. Go for it. Because if the rain comes down, then we could be in a bit of a position to get a bit of an early grip. That could be seen as a risk. And so that means you have to start with your dry setup. And if it rains, of course, you'll be given then the signal that you can come in to change motorcycles if it starts to rain. It's not going to prevent us from heading away, though. This could be interesting. We're underway in the Austrian Grand Prix. A lightning start from Jorge Martin on his Pramac Ducati. Quartararo being swallowed up here. Look at Marquez as well. Oh, look at Marc Marquez. He's attacking through turn number 3. Mir's also made up a couple of places as well. Not a bad start from him. $11 to go. Nothing to split these guys. In fact, Bagnaia just slightly quicker than Quartararo that last time around. There's 5 laps to go here in Austria.
The rain's obviously coming heavier. The rain's obviously falling.
Oh, here we go. And this is far from over. What a twist in the tail here.
It was the typical race of Austria, middle race. Well, at the beginning of the race, it started to rain a little. We chose the front hard tire, which with the rain it was not helpfully for sure. And then during the race it started to rain, middle race, and also end of race quite a lot. I was not performing well.
So gentle. Look, barely any lean angle from him through turn number 9. Oh, they're all coming in.
Apart from Binder.
Binder's gone for it.
Mark has a good look around his shoulder. Wow, what a show the Austrian fans have got here. And Brad Binder crosses the line leading.
Well, a bit of a stuttering flag-to-flag bike swap then. Brad Binder then gambled. He stayed out there. He saw the top 5 men ahead of him peel into pit lane.
He's going to do it! The checkered flag is out, ladies and gentlemen! Brad Binder wins in KTM's backyard, on slicks, in the wet!
What a Grand Prix!
Yeah, it's quite critical, these conditions, when you train in the middle of the race and you need to change a bike. You never know when and how to do it. Choosing the best option. Actually, you do normally what the others do. Yeah, from the pit box I saw a bike change, but it was too late. I pit in with 1 lap remaining to the end, and I actually was not for sure the best bike change or the best plan or strategy for today race. So actually we did a bad strategy too. Let's see if in 2 weeks in Silverstone in England we can turn a little bit the situation, but it doesn't seem quite easily at the moment.